How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the No Reset Speedrun Marathon. I'm the level best, and I'll be the host, and this is actually my final run that I'm with you guys. So I really appreciate all the support that you've shown me and the rest of everyone who's participated in this event, all the runners, all the showrunners. It's been amazing. If you aren't familiar, this particular No Reset Speedrun event is in support of the Bail Project. The Bail Project is a nonprofit organization designed to combat mass incarceration by disrupting the money bail system one person at a time. So thank you guys, everyone who came through to not only watch and support Resident Evil, but to support this cause that we're, fighting so hard to support. Joining us today for this particular run, we have MangoPunch doing a run of Resident Evil 2 scenario Claire B. How are you doing today, MangoPunch?
I'm doing good.
All right, so I guess
Well,
we can
real
get
quick, just want to do a quick announcement. So Nico MKW said that if we reach 5,000 before his run, which is the Umbrella Chronicles tonight at 4 a.m., he's going to actually play through all the cutscenes.
Wow, you hear that, guys? Yet another challenge.
Late night movie time.
Yeah, so bring your popcorn, bring your theater box size snacks from whatever dollar store you have in your particular location, because we aim to please with this event. And if we reach $5,000, we'll be watching all of the cutscenes in Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles. You said it was
The goal, you said?
5,000.
Yeah, 5,000. If we reach 5,000 before Umbrella Chronicles at 4 a.m.
All right, that means we can see Jill break a zombie's neck.
All right.
But yeah, if you would like to do a little introduction for yourself, MangoPunch, and then let us know when you're ready, and you can do your countdown, and we get this show going.
Sure. Well, hello everybody. My name is MangoPunch. I'm a Australian speedrunner of RE2 and RE3 Classic as well. So yeah, I'm going to be doing Claire B. It is not my main run, so it may be a little bit sloppy here and there, but I will do the best I can. And also, apologies in advance. It is currently 7 a.m. where I am, and I'm not a morning person. So if my commentary is a little bit, low key, I apologize. But again, I will do my best to explain what I'm doing. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of parts in this run that there's going to be a lot of cutscenes and downtime. So yeah, that's all I got.
Well, I'm ready to start the timer on your mark. I just want to say quickly that you're from Australia. Earlier, we had Smash Fiend from Wales, and we also had Shido from Germany. I just want to say how beautiful it is that we have people from all over the world just coming together to support this cause, because like I said, it's not a political issue, it's a human rights issue. And like I said, we're all living on this little ball of fire that's spinning around the sun. So in the end, we're all human, and everyone from all over the globe just coming to our event to run games and watch. Honestly, it touches me deeply, and thank you everyone, and thank you for joining us, MangoPunch. It's truly appreciated.
Well, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Well, it's our pleasure. The honor is all ours. And right now I'm going to hand over tech duties to my partner Shokushu. He's going to be the voice in your ear during this run, and I'll be back after this for my own hosting shift. But in the meantime, good luck on the run. Keep donating, everyone. 5K is well within reach for 4 a.m. And once again, thanks to every single one of you. Thank you. Also, I'm ready to start the timer on your mark.
Okay, no worries. Hang on a sec. Sorry, one of my things was playing up. All right, ready to go in 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, so you all saw Smash Fiend's Leon A run. Basically, the way this game works is, obviously there's two characters. and each character has 2 different scenarios. Whichever character you pick first, you will play their A scenario, and once you finish that, you will get a save game for the other character's B scenario. So, while Leon started on one side of the city, Claire actually starts on the other side. So, I'll be coming through the back exit of the RPD. The order of some things are a little bit different, but for the most part, Claire and Leon's runs they're pretty set. But depending on the A and B scenario, it depends on which bosses you fight. That's the main difference. So a cutscene that we just skipped there was we actually see how that helicopter crashes, which we don't see in the A scenario. But at the moment I'm heading down to find the valve so I can put out that fire. So we grab the valve, head back upstairs, and hope I don't get blocked by those crows that are sitting on the floor. Which can be a bit of a pain sometimes. Alright, don't troll me. Got blocked a little bit, but that was fine. So, Claire is supposed to be doing all this stuff as Leon is doing all the other stuff that you just saw, but for some reason, after Claire puts out the fire, it somehow reignites. So continuity is a little bit screwy between the 2 scenarios, but, you know. So another cutscene we just skip here is we see something drop from the sky and land through the roof. If anybody has played RE2 Remake and not the original, you're about to meet somebody, a very special guest. You know him and love him. It's Mr. X. But he is not nearly as intimidating as he is in the remake. You just sort of run away from him. And he doesn't know how to use doors, so we're safe from him at the moment. So we just need to pick up this keycard here. And, oh, we have another friend. But we're just going to leave him for a bit. We'll come back to him later.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Absolutely.
We have a $20 donation from Abraxas. No message. Hopefully I said your name correctly. Abraxas235.
Thank you, Abraxas, for the donation. Alright, so there's a bit of a tricky bit here. I will try and get no damage, but it's a little bit... Nah. So sometimes those zombies can be standing a little bit further away from each other, so you can weave between them. But they were too close, so I couldn't actually do the no damage part. But 1 bite is okay. But if you're really unlucky, you can probably take like 2 bites, and it's not good because with Leon, when you get to the sewers, you get a free heal. Because you get shot and then Ada will patch you up. That restores your health to full. Claire doesn't get that, so you have to be a bit more careful with your health.
Not sure if you need a little pick-me-up today, but Malware Lord in chat says, nice commentary.
Oh, thanks, mate. I appreciate it. It's, yeah. I've done marathons before, never in front of a crowd like this, so the nerves are real, but I'm going to do the best I can not to choke. Alright, so try and dodge this guy here. He can be a bit of a trouble sometimes. And thankfully there's no liquor in this hallway, like there is for Leon. So Leon has the lighter as part of his inventory. But Claire has the lockpick, so Claire will have to pick up the lighter herself. And these friends, we'll come back to them later. Alright, so there's a bit of a weird dodge here that involves stutter stepping. So hopefully I get it. Oh, nice. Got it. Yeah, sometimes that guy will just not actually lunge at you and you sort of... It's really tricky. I don't actually know how to dodge him when he does that. But luckily I got the good RNG. So push the statues, same way that Leon did, to get that red gem. Except unfortunately, Claire can't actually push the statues as far as Leon can, so it takes a little bit longer. And we're going to come back and do the other part on the way back. And here's the boy. Here's Leon.
It's good to see you're still among the living. It looks like
So,
you're not gonna find your brother.
They split up because of a petrol tanker crash, an explosion. They finally catch up, and what's the first thing they do? Oh, let's split up again, because that's a good idea.
There's no reason for us to stay any longer than necessary. Let's split up, look for any survivors, and get out of here.
Right.
One last thing. Here's a radio. Take it. That way we can keep in touch if anything happens.
I'll just quickly grab this key. So that key's really hard to grab because if you use the action key on either side of the key, you'll get a text prompt that basically says that Chris's desk is messy, which is a little bit of a time loss, but it's not too bad. And oh, there's a child, and she needs our help.
Help me!
But we're just gonna ignore that.
We have a $20 donation from Bianca, aka Moon Rabbit Time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for the donation. Thank you to everybody else who's donated as well. Like, I'm really glad that you guys chose this cause to donate to. Obviously, yeah, it's messed up what's happening at the moment, and yeah, I'm happy to be a part of something that's helping the cause. So thankfully there's no zombies in this room like there was for Leon. So we can just run through pretty easily. And we're going to meet Marvin again. Hi Marvin. Bye Marvin. Ah, damn it. That guy can be a bit tricky to dodge sometimes. So making our way back up to that room where the liquor fell through the ceiling. And I'm going to use the 2 gems to get the first... I don't know what to call it. It's like a tile or something. So while Leon is looking for plugs to use in the sewer. Sorry?
Stones.
Stones, yeah. So Claire has to find these stones instead, because she takes a different path to the sewers. Yeah, that's not good. There is a way to manipulate that liquor into running into the corner, but I don't really know how to do it properly. So I pretty much just run in and hope for the best. And use some explosives on this wreckage, which Claire somehow knows how to use. I guess it comes with an instruction manual.
Do we have time for a couple more donations?
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of cutscenes where you can read out some donations from.
All right. This one's questioning my ability to pronounce names properly. I'm sorry, but thank you to Temporal for $13.12. Truly appreciate it. And we have another. Get this, a whopping $100
Oh, wow.
from Mick Shooty. Says, click for the game, stayed for the cause. Great run so far. Good luck and thank you for what you're doing. Yeah, thank you for what you're doing by supporting this cause. Much appreciated.
Yeah, thanks everybody for the donations. It's going to a very good cause.
Soon putrefy, and she will turn into a zombie within the hour. Like,
Yeah, it's been a while since we've
There must
talked
be
too
some
much
way to
about it.
stop it.
But,
in
you know,
a manner of
the
speaking,
Bail Project is something that's
either by putting a bullet
it's
through
really
the
important
brain,
at this
or
time.
by
We have so
decapitating
many
her
people,
completely.
even during this COVID-19 crisis and quarantine, leaving the safety of their homes,
think that
standing side by
taxidermy
side
used to be
by
my
so many
hobby.
like-minded individuals and
longer.
truly, quite
I'd really
literally
like to
putting
be
their
alone
lives
now.
on the line for something that not only they believe in, but something that so many people fight so hard against. And it's amazing to see the support. It's it's a powerful thing to be able to put video games and something as meaningful as
Let me go.
the lives of others
Easy,
all
easy
in
there.
one,
I'm not a
and to
zombie.
just make something
You're
we love
safe
to do
now.
benefit so much. So thank you guys again for taking the time to not only watch but to support what we're fighting for financially,
My name's
and
Claire. What's
doing what
yours?
you can to spread the
Sherry.
word
Do you
to
know where your parents
anyone
are?
that you think
They
could
both work at the
help
Umbrella
support our
Chemical
cause. Much love
near the
to
city
all of you.
limits. The
Yeah,
chemical
absolutely.
plant?
Like, I'm
What
in,
are you doing
Australia.
there? My mom called.
There are some
And told
protests
us to
going
go to
along,
the police station because
but
it was
none near me. So I'm trying to
dangerous to
kind of
stay
just
at
sitting
home.
here, watching
My
everything
mother
unfold,
told us
wishing I
I'd say
could
she was
do more than
probably
just,
right, but it's dangerous here as
retweet
well.
and spread
You'd
awareness.
better come
So
with me.
I'm happy to be
But
doing
there's
something,
out there. I don't
helping
know
the
what it
people who
is,
can actually
I
get out
saw
there
it.
on the streets.
Much larger than any of those zombies.
And I really
And it's
appreciate
coming
you
after
for
me.
doing that. Very, very much so.
Thanks.
What was
Thanks.
that?
And
That's
yeah,
what
thank
I
you
was
everybody
telling you
for
about.
donating.
It's here. Sherry,
I know I
wait.
keep saying it, but there's no amount of saying thank you will fully
Oh no!
fully
I mean,
convey
thank
just
you,
how appreciative we
100,
all are.
1,000, a million times over. You're very correct. Like, coming from someone like I live in America. I don't live in a city where protests are too heavy, but a 30-minute drive away, you have so much like popping off, and it's sad. And even if you can't see, even if it's not right outside your door, you can easily go online, take 30 seconds to look, and you'll find like so much negativity and just evil that so many people claim to not exist, just blatantly presented. Like, it's there. People, it's so great that we have camera phones and the social media and internet is so widely available, because it's showing people that we are here and this is what's happening to us. And it's so sad, but like I said, I'm thankful that it's finally there's some light being shined on it. As a black person or an African American individual, whatever you want to call it, it's 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 hard. It's hard knowing that if I decide to have children in this world, I'm gonna have to teach them to, make sure if you want to wear a hoodie, if it's cold in the winter, put your hood down, because you don't want anybody to think that you're,
Sherry, I've been looking everywhere
provoking
for
them,
you.
or you're looking
I
to
was so
steal.
worried.
If you want to be safe
We've
in a
got to go
market
now, honey,
because
okay?
there's a deadly
If we
virus
stay here,
like
that monster will
COVID-19
find
going
us.
around,
Let's
you have
go.
to be
No,
afraid to wear a certain
won't.
color mask or a certain type
What's
of
the
mask,
matter?
because they might think that
Don't you
you're
trust me?
going for the register or something like
It's
that.
not that,
It's
Claire.
sad that
It's because of my daddy.
I'd have
He's
to
over
tell my
there.
children a
I heard
story
him call
about when
my
I was 7
name.
years old, walking my
Daddy
dog with
must
my
have been
brother,
attacked by the
and to have a
monsters.
man,
I have to help him.
use certain N words with hard R's and call us
Wait,
monkeys
Sherry, don't
just
go alone.
just for
Sherry,
just for being.
Sherry.
It's unfortunate, but it's our reality, and that's why we're, I personally try to do my part, and I fight so hard to make sure that people stay educated and they continue to, support those who struggle. It's important. It's really important. These games are a great, way, like a vessel or a gateway to show people, to have people come for Resident Evil. But I hope that you stay and listen to what we have to say, because it's so important.
Absolutely.
And I thank you to all the runners who, give give people talking about these important topics the floor. It is the speedrun event, and we have a lot of talented and amazing runners here. Thank you again to MangoPunch for allowing me to have the floor while you're putting on this display.
Yeah, no worries.
It says a lot.
Yeah. I did just see something in the chat before it was deleted. Somebody asking, why does everybody care about what's happening in their country? It affects everybody. Because, it may not be what's going on around me, but people in my country see what's going on in America, and if they share those same beliefs, they will be emboldened, and they will be more entrenched in their beliefs. And it's like racism, all that shit. Sorry if swearing, but it needs to be stamped out. It's a cancer. It needs to be stamped out in the world before it spreads. So the more it festers in one place, the more it will spread in others. That's why we care.
Claire, are you
That's
there?
facts. That's big facts. Racism
Sherry,
is
are you okay?
just as deadly as
Did you find your dad?
COVID-19.
Yes,
And
I'm okay.
the same way we
But I
have
couldn't
people
find
out here
him.
spreading
But I
viruses,
did find
deciding,
something else for you.
they don't want to
Here.
wear masks because, for whatever reason, not only risking themselves, but
sweetie.
risking others as
Now,
well.
why don't you
We
come
have
over
people
here? I
defending
want you to stay
all
with
of
me.
this injustice that occurs, time and time again. As we
I can't reach
raise
that
money
extra
right
hole
now at this
anymore.
very moment,
But
I
don't worry,
guarantee
I'll
you
find another
there's
way.
multiple cases of people being
I can
wronged,
take care of myself.
and those same people
Wait,
are
Sherry, come
these are
back.
the same people
Sherry,
that we're trying to help
Sherry!
with the bail project, so they can have a chance. And that's to say those of them who are lucky enough to even make it to the jail.
I'm getting out of here and heading to the sewer. Can you meet me there?
I'm on my way.
This is something that I'm very passionate about.
Yeah,
And-
absolutely. Yeah. I'm not good at putting these things into words. So, yeah, I mean, you're pretty much saying what I'm thinking, so I appreciate that.
It's all right, man. I mean, the fact that you come through, people always say, I do hear it a lot, like, I wish I could do more. Stay educated. Stay
Yes.
educated, and when you see something wrong, let them know. Like, don't let it happen. If you see somebody, I mean, not literally, but if you see somebody screaming, like, investigate. Don't just let it happen. Like, come on. There's a lot of times when people are just wrong. So many videos you see of, maybe there's a single officer harming someone, but at the same time you have 5-10 other officers allowing it to happen. It's silence,
Yeah,
and doing nothing is just as bad. That's being an accomplice.
Yeah, and it sucks that it's taken so many deaths and, all this that's just recently happened for myself and, so many other people to actually pay attention to what's going on. I, for so long, just sort of, tried to keep out of it and be like, oh, that sucks. That's happening, but I'm sure it's just an isolated incident. No, it's not. And I wish that I'd realized sooner, because it sucks.
It's not. It is that far from isolated. And again, it's like you said, it sucks. It took so long to get to this point where it's being shown. But I'm glad that there's so much
So many people are
irrefutable
seeing now.
evidence
Yes.
that it's just like at that point, if people are still on the wrong side of the fence about it, it's like more so that you're a part of the problem. You're just I don't want to say anything too crass right now. I'm
Yeah,
like
sorry,
I'm
I
sure
keep-
you know I'm like stopping. I'm taking my sips of water to make sure I get my breaks, but
Yep, I've sworn a couple of times. I will contribute to the swear jar.
if you're on the wrong side of the fence about all of this that's going on, plain and simple, you ain't shit.
Yep.
Like that's all it is.
Well said.
Dude. You really ain't. You really ain't.
Yep.
Yo, fire me. You ain't. That's
Nah, man,
all
you
it is.
super hot fire.
So anyway, back to the run. So that's that dodge that I just did. I've never been able to do that without taking damage. So that's a good thing for me.
There most definitely
first.
is a wrong side of the fence.
Yes.
Because one side of the fence is making sure everybody lives peacefully and doesn't have to worry about whether or not, you know, they look presentable in the eyes of our protectors or our supposed protectors or guardians, aka police forces,
something that
aka other adults.
yeah, something that I, as obviously I'm very white, have never had to deal with. And as much as I try to understand what it's like, I will never truly understand. Yeah, all these problems that I, have never had to deal with. And, yeah.
And I said something.
Sorry, I'm flustered. I
don't-
don't really know what to say.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. I appreciate, like, again, I appreciate you being here. You know, playing the game. It all helps. You know, you're making an effort. A lot of people don't even say, hey, I'm with you. A lot of people don't even go that far. So the fact that you're here on the front, not just, I mean, not literally front line outside, but you know, we're on the front page of Twitch, like talking some serious issues, and
Yep.
that takes a lot. So I appreciate it. And I don't know if I said so on stream or if it was a conversation I was having shortly before, but you know, silence is bad because you make a choice to be silent.
Exactly.
You make a choice to be silent while simultaneously there's a group of people who don't have any choice in the matter of the things that are being done to them. That's why silence is bad.
Yeah.
No one asks. None of those people asked to die that day,
Claire!
Yeah.
or asked to be
Sherry,
beaten that day,
you're
or
okay. I'm
you
glad
know,
to see you're safe.
like it's sad. It's really sad.
Yeah, a couple of days ago, I was trying to think of something to say, maybe like make a statement after my run.
I'm going
Not
down
knowing
there.
that you guys had actually
Don't
decided
wait for
to,
me, okay?
dedicate this marathon to this cause. So I was very, very happy to find out that, no, I wasn't alone. So, yeah.
And in addition to everything that I've spoken on, you know, right now this isn't just a Resident Evil speedrun marathon. This is a marathon that's supporting a cause. We support
Yes.
Black Lives Matter, and,
Not bad,
and
girl.
we're doing this marathon in benefit of the Bail Project.
My
You guys
town.
are
Everyone's
if you guys are
gonna
unfamiliar,
die.
the Bail
Calm
Project.
down.
Excuse me, I've been talking a lot. I need to drink more water. But the Bail Project is a non-profit organization. It's designed to combat, you know, mass incarceration by just changing the, not necessarily changing the money bail system, by disrupting it. A lot of people, well, I only learned recently that when you post cash bail, as long as the person involved in the case attends all their court meets, you get your money back. What this fund does is it allows them to create, the organization creates a revolving fund. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but basically the money that they use to help one person, to bail one person out, they can potentially use that to bail another 10 people or 20 people or 100 people, given the proper steps are taken to make sure that process is finished in its entirety. So that's what we're doing today. That's why we're raising money, because we want to help those people who are being innocent people who are being arrested and things like that while they're out there on the front lines,
Arrested
trying
just
to
for
fight
exercising
for
their
a
right.
better world.
Yeah. They have a constitutional right to protest, and they're still being punished for it. It's disgusting. So we can help them is very good.
All right. And I guess I should I'd like to mention that, of course, for those of you thinking about it, yes, there's rioters out there. Yes, there's looters out there. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the protesters, the people who come out there with an innocent intentions and just a message to put out. Those who get caught up in the crossfire of something that they couldn't control. At the end of the day, we can only control ourselves. That's why we make sure when we get together for these events, when we stream it, whether it be streaming or hosting or being a showrunner behind the scenes, or just watching and donating, we're all as individuals are doing our part to change things. We can't always be spending so much time worrying about everybody else, because in that time you miss out on what you're doing. So spread awareness about what's going on, but also make sure that you're doing your part as well to change.
Yep. Alright, so we're coming up to probably the most boring part of the run. It's just a whole lot of running around. So if there's any donations to be read, now is a great time.
What's wrong, Claire? It's nothing. But I think I found a way out of here.
Do we have G-Virus present, or any of the showrunners who might be more educated on the charity?
But you have to make sure you don't.
Shokushu, you want to go ahead?
Hero Brian posed a really great question. Does this bail out for the people who are vandalizing property as well? I think that's a really great question.
That's actually a really good question. Although, like, I'm not 100% sure of the full details on that, but from my understanding, it's to help not just the people in the riots, but like just everyone in general who's suffering due to this kind of racism and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And being wrongfully incarcerated or whatnot, you know what I mean?
Right. It's officially titled the Bail Project National Revolving Bail Fund. And it's not just limited to, Black Lives Matter movement or, the current protests that are taking place. It's something for many people who can't afford to, post bail. Unfortunately, I don't have the details about exactly, who the money goes to or things like that. But as we said, we do our part to make sure the money's there, and then from there, that's something that I can't personally be sure about.
I think personally that we shouldn't be focusing too much on trying to not help the rioters or the people that break stuff at all. Instead, try to focus to help people that really need it. If people that break things end up like screwing over the system, like everybody does in like every sphere of non-profit organizations, well, that will happen, of course, but
What
try to
happened?
focus more
You're
on
bleeding.
helping people that actually
I-
need it,
I
rather
ran
than
into this
focusing
woman who
on
was in
trying to
trouble.
not help people that don't need it.
Her name's Ada.
According to Dr.
Right after
Maximine,
that,
if you don't mind,
someone
I'll
tried
read
to
out
kill me.
what he posted out loud for
Nearly
everyone
succeeded,
watching.
too.
The Bail
Ada
Project
went after the
Incorporated
sniper, but
pays bail for people who are legally
worried
presumed
about
innocent and whom a judge
her.
has already deemed eligible for
Something
release from
happens.
jail
But you've been
before
shot.
trial
I'll be
contingent on paying
okay.
bail. Our local
It's
teams
Ada
receive
we're
referrals from community members and public defenders and conduct interviews in jails, appearances if applicable. We also conduct, we determine the eligibility for free bail assistance based on a person's bail amount, the reliability of the contact information, and a track record of prior court. And he says that's directly from the website. It's based on review by the organization and the judges of the cases before people jump off the handle. Research is important for charity work. And thank you. And I apologize as
Are
a
you
host
alright?
for
What
not having
happened?
that
Get away from
information
me.
readily available, which is why I looked to one of the showrunners for, you know, further information. But yeah, I definitely apologize for doing my part on that end, for not doing my part on that end.
How did you?
It's all good, man, and thanks Dr. Maxtermine, who
Sherry
is,
is lost
by the way,
somewhere
a
in the
runner
sewer
for
system.
this
I
event,
had to find
for
her.
clearing up that question.
I told her to go to the police building. Why is she here? Now Sherry and the G sample are both in danger.
What did she mean by that? Does Sherry have the G sample?
Alright, so we're coming up to where Leon fought the alligator. So when you run the A scenario, some of the things you do or don't do actually carry over into the B scenario. And one of those things is the alligator. If you actually, instead of using the canister to kill it, if you do enough damage to him, he will run away, and then he'll actually reappear in this scenario. But obviously that's not ideal because we want to finish this as quickly as possible. So the alligator does not appear, but he can. So it's pretty cool that they did stuff like that, which something that they didn't really do in the remake, unfortunately. The B scenarios were a bit of a letdown. But yeah, just cool little touches like that. But yeah, we're about to exit the sewer as soon as we get the 2 medallions. Because for some reason, wading through sewerage water, that's fine. But just walking through a waterfall, no. Claire doesn't want to do that. And neither does Leon. So we have to find a way to turn off the waterfall before we actually go through. And this is a bit of a trolley bit, because there's these cockroaches that can... Ooh. They can swarm you and just, like, stun lock you. Which has killed quite a few of my runs, unfortunately. But I was lucky enough not to get stuck there, thankfully. I also found out the other day that they can actually kill you. If enough of them clump onto you at one spot, and you don't shake them off, you'll just insta-die. And here is the said waterfall. And now that it's out of the way, we can proceed. So at this point, Leon has already taken the tram down to the facility, so Claire needs to call it back. But unfortunately, Sherry has just completely disappeared. What a shame. We're just going to have to leave without her.
Do we have time for a couple donations?
Absolutely.
All right, we have a $15 donation from Keonshi.
Sherry,
I hope I pronounced that
you're
correctly.
okay.
Sending love from Hungary. I hope I could contribute a bit to the cause. Take care and stay awesome.
Did your mom give you something?
I apologize if I
G
pronounce your
virus?
name or
Either
your
a
place of
vial or a
origin
test tube?
improperly. I'm
G
sorry.
virus? I've
Um,
never heard of anything
a
like
$10
that before.
donation from Smash Fiend
absolutely
says,
sure.
shoutouts to
If
NoReset
you
for
give
giving
it
me
to
the
me,
chance to show
I'll
off the
hold on to it
classic
for
Resident Evil 2
safekeeping.
Leon A
But I
to
really
lots of people,
don't
and thanks
have
once again to
anything.
Level Best
It's
G-Virus
the
and Video
truth.
Game Roulette
Why
for the
would
company
mom
and help
say
with
something
everything.
like that?
This goes to the incentive to embarrass myself with the clip of my worst Leon A death. Oh man, and we're actually $80 away from that $1,500 goal. Once we hit $1,500, a few of us will either show an embarrassing clip of ourselves or tell an embarrassing story.
So Julian RX has just challenged me to one cycle G3. I would love to take you up on that challenge, but I actually have no idea how that's even possible, so sorry, but I'm gonna have to decline that one. It is possible. I'm sure it is, but I don't know how to do it.
I'm going to check it out by myself. Okay.
Of course Jika-chan did it. He's a... You know, he's actually a good runner. So, Jika-chan, he did a TAS, or he's done a few TASs of this game, which helped discover quite a few strategies that we use. For example, the quick croc technique.
Oh my god, sorry to cut you off.
Yep.
420 hype!
420!
A fun fact. We were playing Monopoly with my nephew not too long ago, and we were doing an auction for a property, and there were a lot of great deals on the table. But you know what he said? He's 9 years old, and he told, I believe it was my girlfriend, he said, I'm gonna take your deal because I can't miss an opportunity for 420. Because that's what she offered him.
Let's go.
But yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you about the task.
Oh no, that's alright. Yeah, basically Jika-chan discovered a bunch of strategies that we use in these runs. So yeah, big shout out to him. So we're coming up on Birkin G3, which up until a week ago, I had no idea how to actually do without taking damage, but now I can actually do it, because it's amazing what practice will actually do.
Don't worry. Just wait here. I'll go and see what it was.
So, now that I've said that, I'm probably going to mess it up, so nobody get your hopes up. So what I want to do is shoot him in the head twice to sort of stagger him a couple of times, and then that will give me enough time to pump 4 more shots into him, then dodge an attack, and then 3 more shots. Oh, I've already messed it up. Nope. Alright, so he's going to jump off the edge, and then that's it. Of course, I practiced that fight like 20 times today. And then the one time it counts, I mess it up.
Isn't this... That's okay. You keep it. I'm sure it'll keep you safe. Wait here for me, okay? I'm going back to look for your mom.
Thanks, Claire.
This music is so intense. Yeah, that is, that's probably my favorite track out of this whole game.
Ever spent much time with me because of their work.
I just want to take a bit to say that we are
I finally have someone to
about
rely
7
upon.
hours into the marathon. which is crazy. We started at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard. Oh, I'm sorry, almost 6, because we did our pre-show at 11. We started at 12 p.m. with Resident Evil 0. We've done Resident Evil 1, and we're coming close to the closing of Resident Evil 2. And it's been an amazing response from everybody. I can't believe we're so close to $2,000 raised, and we're only on day 1. It really is like, it's too much to handle. Again, like these last few days leading up to this event, I almost didn't even do this event. I honestly almost didn't. I haven't been in a good headspace at all, due to these recent events that have been transpiring. You know, it's a lot of stuff that's been going on for a long time, but to see so many people supporting it and simultaneously being, you know, just abused because of their support, it's troubling. It's hard to I literally cannot sleep. So many days have passed this week where I've tried to sleep and I just can't. And when I manage to fall asleep from being too tired, I just dream about, you know, the same things I think about when I'm awake. It's crazy. It's so crazy, and I'm glad that we're getting the support that we need in this time. I'm glad people are, you know, feeling more comfortable about talking and having this conversation. I really respect, love, and appreciate everybody here who does what needs to be done to, you know, make the world a better place. You guys are awesome.
Whoop. So I was supposed to shoot that guy, but I ran straight into him, and I don't think I just killed him then. That's not good, because he's going to be waiting for me on the way out. Alright, so I unequipped the grenade launcher here. I don't know if it actually helps, but another runner taught me that if you unequip the grenade launcher, the lickers are actually less aggressive. I don't know how true it is, but it hasn't, you know, hasn't negatively affected my run, so I figure why not actually do it.
That's strange to hear, because way back when, people used to say the grenade launcher was actually better for lickers, but who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, yeah. It could make no difference whatsoever. It might just be a placebo effect, but yeah, I might as well do it.
Can I say something that
Sure.
might lift your spirits a bit?
Yeah.
And absolutely add no pressure at all to this run?
Mm-hmm.
At all? So not only are we on the front page and you're running this game in front of 5,000 people, we also just received an awesome raid from Carcinogen SDA, who will also be participating in this marathon. So yo, put on a show for Carcinogen and his wonderful community. Yo, raid hard!
Welcome
Thank
to
you
the
so
Poos
much,
Patrol.
Carcinogen.
Yeah, Carcy, by the way, his runs were the ones that I watched to when I first got into running this game. His commentary is really informative. The way he explains why he does certain things. I learned a lot from them. So, yeah, thank you, Carcy, for everything you've done for the community. And it's good to have you here.
I'd like to add on to that as a Resident Evil speedrunner, and I'm really glad to have the opportunity to speak to so many runners, and you know, having this entire event be revolving around like a series we all love and enjoy. You know, I got into the Resident Evil speedrunning community back in 2012 when, if I'm not mistaken, Carcinogen was still speedrunning Operation Raccoon City, and you know, people were still using Speed Demos Archive for like strats and things like that. So
Where's
you know,
Sherry?
to see, I've always been a fan of
But I asked her, and she's
his
never even
ability
heard
to
of the
break
two
down the
virus
games
before.
to
Which
their
room?
like
Tell me.
various elements. A lot of things that he's noticed, in due to his thorough testing, has made helped to make Resident Evil
No.
speedrunning what it is
And
today.
that.
There weren't a lot of
Samples
people
inside
looking
the
to like
pendant
the Japanese
Sherry's
runners
wearing.
and things like that when he came on the scene. So thanks for being that bridge when we needed it. Much appreciated.
Alright, got some bad luck with the lickers there. And I should have waited to use that first aid spray. So basically, what I tried to do there with the walking and running, there's a way to manipulate those lickers into jumping at you, which lets you run past them pretty easily. I didn't do it right, so, unfortunately I got hit a couple of times. But basically, yeah, what you want to try and do is bait out a jump attack. Alright, kill this
Also,
guy. Yep.
I'd like to take this time. Thank you again for the raid. Everybody coming from Carcinogen SDA's channel, welcome to the No Reset Speedrun Marathon. I'm your current host, the level best. Currently running is MangoPunch, playing Resident Evil 2 in the Claire B scenario. Right now, we're raising money for the Bail Project in support of the Black Lives Matter movement. It's really awesome for you to be here. We truly, well, combining words, truly appreciate if you help to support our cause. If you're unaware, the Bail Project is a non-profit organization that's designed to combat mass incarceration by disrupting the money bail system. We're here raising money to help those people who are truly innocent, come home. That's what we're doing. People who are wrongly arrested come home. That's what we're here for. So if you believe in that, definitely take some time out of your day to watch the stream, learn a bit about people's experiences, and what they think of this movement, and maybe consider donating.
Yeah, it's a great cause that everybody here is passionate about, so any donations are greatly appreciated. No matter how big or small. Every little bit counts.
Most definitely. Most definitely. And the great thing about the Bail Project is that it creates what they title as a national revolving bail fund. And this is a system that allows them to use the same money that's donated to help one person, help 100 people. Bail is set, bail is paid. At the end of the client's case, the bail is returned to the fund, and then they use it to repeat the same process over and over and over again. So all this money, it's not a one-time thing. We're currently at $1,420, and that same $1,420 can be used for an endless amount of people. Granted the proper steps are taken on their part, but that's what we're here for. We're not worrying about the bad. We're here supporting the good.
Alright, so we're almost coming to the end of the run here. Yeah, basically a little bit more running around. Thankfully no more groups of zombies to dodge around. But we do have one more boss fight.
Where is she?
Actually, no, that's a lie. We have two more boss fights. Because after we finish this, we get the true ending that we don't get as Leon. But for the time being, we've got to go and find Sherry again.
hope you weren't speaking to me in those last 30 seconds. I had to take a quick break.
Mom!
Sherry, you have to escape.
Wait.
Oh, sorry?
I know I'm
Okay,
a
cool.
terrible mother.
So I hope I didn't miss anything like last minute or so. I had to
Oh,
step
no,
up.
no, I completely ran out of things to say, so I was pretty quiet.
Oh, oh no, that's not good. That's not good. Let's talk a little bit
Sherry,
more
we have
about,
to go.
you know, this what we're benefiting. Not only the Bail Project, the Bail Project. You know, we're in full support of the Black Lives Matter movement right now. And people tend to misunderstand a lot of times, and I'd like to clarify that the Black Lives Matter movement, it's a fight for equality. It's saying that, I'm sure you've seen it before time and time again, it's saying that all lives can't matter until Black Lives Matter, you know. And it's
Yeah.
not just with the police system and things like that. It's about just, you know, day-to-day life equality all around, you know. It's about being able to walk into a store as a minority and not being treated differently because the way you look or the way you were born, something you were born with, you know. That's what this is about.
Now you wait here.
Right now, I mean, we're
I'll
raising
go and get this
funds
thing
to help those people who are innocently arrested, wrongly arrested rather, I should say. But Black Lives Matter is it's something that runs much deeper than that, and I hope you guys take the time to learn, understand, and like educate yourself entirely on what it's about. If you think Black Lives Matter is something evil, don't get it twisted. You got to do some better research. Don't let people with bad intentions ruin your mind with lies.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
Yeah, Black Lives Matter doesn't mean only Black Lives Matter. Which is something that I've seen a lot of people saying, and they don't understand. It's all lives do matter, but the point is, Black lives don't matter for some people, and we need to change that.
Yeah, I've read a cool analogy. It was something like the point of Black Lives Matter is that Black lives are being treated as expendable by the police and the government.
Yes.
A metaphor you could use it if someone says like save the rainforest, you don't think like, oh, we need to save all the forests. No, it means like the rainforest is in trouble right now, and if we don't do anything, the rainforest will just disappear.
That's right. There's a and even after Black Lives Matter, you know, there's always going to be injustices and things that we have to fight against. This is what we're fighting against right now because it's more important. A lot of people are dying from what this is like, what's transpiring because of this. So it's more important. It's on the focal point, the front burner, I should say.
Yeah. Alright, so
That's right.
Yeah. We're almost at the end of the run. Just a couple more zombies to dodge, and then one more, if you could call it a boss fight. But yeah, almost done. Once again, thank you to the NoReset team for allowing me to participate. I really appreciate it. And thanks everybody who has donated to this cause we're all very passionate about.
Well, thanks to you to show up and demonstrate that cool game that you're running, and giving us your time to
What was that?
so we can talk about it on our platform.
Yeah, no worries. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, truly, this has really been a solid run, and once again, I appreciate every single runner who's, you know, despite having this time to play the game and things. Just give people the time required to voice their opinions and just speak on this insanely troubling matter. I respect it very much. And we also have a $10 donation from Michelle S. that says, "Thanks for playing Resident Evil and raising money for a good cause. The human race needs to unite." We're right there with you, Michelle. And by the way, we're only $70 away from our $1,500 donation incentive. But I think maybe people don't find embarrassing stories too as much of an incentive. So let's do this. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the status of Resident Evil Funko Pops, but they're like on the rise. They were sold for the 20th anniversary, and if I'm not mistaken, it was a limited run. And ever since the release of Resident Evil 3, they've been booming a bit. I just recently purchased one with the intent to resell. But if you want it, maybe we can work something out. Maybe we can do like a giveaway at $2,000, something that you can hold on to and make some money back. Maybe, or maybe you just wanted to sit on your desk. Who knows? Say if we can make $2,000 by the end of Carcinogen's run.
And that is time. I think I made it 1 second under estimate. So
actually, on my end, you're 7 seconds over.
Oh no! Oh damn it! I'm sorry, guys.
Right.
I'm sorry.
It was an amazing run.
I've wasted 7 seconds of your time. But yeah, Once again, thank you to the NoReset team for letting me show off my run. Again, thank you everybody for donating. Thank you for everybody for watching. And yeah, we've got more great runners. I think Kasi is up next, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, Carcinogen is
fantastic.
up next with Chris Real Survival Best Ending on PC for Resident Evil HD Remaster. That is correct. And yeah, thank you so much, MangoPunch, again, for coming out here. Again, a lot of people question, what is it that they can do to do more? And like you're doing it, dude. You're speaking, you're acting, you're helping us to raise money. It's awesome. Just keep on with what you're doing. It's much appreciated. Is there anything else that you'd like to say before the closing statements?
Black Lives Matter.
Let's go. Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, you said it, dude. I would like to add something to that, because I have been like searching myself on the internet about all that's going on, and something that I've read that I think more people should know is to be a good ally is to be listening first, and that's what I've been doing since the beginning of this marathon. I haven't said much. I've been listening to you guys talking, and honestly, it's been eye-opening for me. So I'm glad I did that, and I'm glad we took you in as a host. You've done a tremendous job, and I'm glad that you've been our first host. It was a great start. I put the bar very high for the other hosts.
I'm glad I could. I mean, I had like little anxieties despite my experience as a streamer and just as a runner at these events specifically. I had little anxieties because I know there's a responsibility we have as a host. We have a responsibility to the viewers, to the runners, to the showrunners behind the scenes, to the charity that we're advertising. Like there's a lot that goes on, and I hope that I did everyone justice with my time here. This is the last run that I was hosting, by the way, that I announced that earlier. I really appreciated all the runners I had a chance to talk with. Some of them I knew previously, some of them I met today, and I feel like you all are fantastic individuals, not just because of your support for this movement, but because of your charisma and your courage and bravery coming out here supporting and just being quite literally on the front line. We're on the front page of Twitch doing this. So, mad props and much love to you all. Um, with that being said, though, this is my last run as host. I will be doing some more runs tomorrow. I'll be playing some less favorable, but some guilty pleasures of the Resident Evil series, both Resident Evil Gaiden as well as Resident Evil Dead Aim. So if you're interested in seeing those, definitely come back tomorrow at around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, I'll be sure to put on a show as a runner as well.
Well, thanks to both of you, and we'll be seeing more of you, the level best, tomorrow. And yeah, once again, you've been like beyond expectations as a host, and as a runner too. MangoPunch, you did a terrific job. Sincerely, thanks to both of you.
Thank you. Thanks, mate.
And of course, thanks to everyone who donated. Is there any new donations that you haven't read before leaving?
There actually is one by Ben Show Sly. We have a $12.34 donation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hype! Just to screw up the number, since I was told people liked that number and wanted to keep it, and it was preventing them to donate. Sorry, not sorry. Listen, Ben, we gotta have a conversation, okay? You're a part of the problem. I'm joking. I'm joking. Thank you so much, Ben, for that last donation. And
Thanks,
I
Ben.
like that to add that tomorrow's Resident Evil Gaiden run will be a race between another runner by the name of Mooney, I believe you pronounce it.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, not only will it be Resident Evil Gaiden, but it will be Resident Evil Gaiden ×2. So definitely take some time out of your day to show up for that. But yeah, love, peace, and hair grease, everybody. Black Lives Matter.
All right. So on these very wisdomly words, we will go on to a transition, and then we will have Carcinogen SDA running Resident Evil HD Remaster on the Chris Real Survival Best Ending. So stay with us. We will be back in like 10 minutes, maybe. All right. Thanks. Love you all.